And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into today's top 5 topic. That's my little top 5. There you go.
It's like that Kenny G
That's
reference.
that Kenny G beat I made for you before, Jamal. We're gonna go into our top 5 NBA disappointments. And what this list is, the way I came up with this idea was, if you have not heard, for sports fans out there, Michael Beasley got a contract, a non-guaranteed training camp contract earlier this week with the Memphis Grizzlies. So because of that, I was like, you know what? We've been struggling to come up with top 5s for y'all that have been listening. And so I was like, you know what? Let's try and get some stuff earlier so we can form these lists properly. And Michael Beasley, of course, is an NBA bust. I don't care what Juwan has to say. Beasley was projected to be good when he came into the league, and he's a bum. He has only had one productive year. Even in that year, it wasn't great. So I was like, you know what? Let's put together a top 5 list of players that we thought were going to be good coming into the league, and then they ended up not doing too well. And then Juwan took that text as in, okay, let me just put 5 disappointing players. So none of us, including Juwan, I'm sure, knows what's on his list right now.
Ah, bro.
And so, yeah, I guess, Ken, you going to go ahead and start it off for us?
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to start off with Greg Oden. As you guys know, he went to Ohio State, was drafted in 07. Drafted number 1 overall behind you-know-who, Kevin Durant, this past year's MVP. Let's see, Greg Oden's numbers in college, he averaged about 16 points a game, almost about 9.5 boards, so he almost averaged a double-double. His best season in the NBA would have to be 9-10. He put up 11.1 points and 8.5 boards. Then he had some injuries going on. Came back in 13-14 with the Heat, put up 2.9 points and 2.3 boards, which just goes to show, even though you're a number 1 overall pick, you're not guaranteed to be great.
Did you think he was going to be better than KD when he came out?
Honestly, I thought he would have been more productive with like boards and all that other stuff, but due to his injuries and all that other stuff. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Trailblazers still kind of kicking themselves a little bit over that. The next up, you got yours truly, Michael Beasley.
Why y'all putting this man on y'all
He
list?
Because
right
he a
now,
bust.
Man? Y'all petty.
B-U-S-T.
Y'all so petty for that, man.
The man
He
attended Kansas State,
Oh,
drafted
boy.
in 08.
Anyway.
Went number 2 behind my main man, Derrick Rose. Let's see, his college numbers were actually pretty decent. 26.2 points a game, averaging 12.4 boards.
Listen to that. 26.2 and 12.4 boards. And this man has been garbage when he got to the league, Juwan. That's a bust.
And his best season was in 10-11 with the Timberwolves, averaging 19.2 points, 2.2 assists, and about 5.6 rebounds. And ever since then, it just went down. Like this past season with Miami, he put up 7.9 points, 3.1 rebounds, and didn't even average 1 assist. So, like I said,
Down like the giant drop, boy.
I'm just glad the Bulls made that smart decision to pick Rose over Beasley, even though Rose is kind of in a little struggle right now, but he's going to get back to what he needs to. Next up, I got this bum, Anthony Bennett. I don't know why. I actually thought he was going to be...
His career is still going, you know?
No,
So he still got time to flourish, people. He still got time. I know y'all think he's a bust, but he still got time. We
He
have faith in
historically
him.
had the worst season out of any number 1 pick in history.
Sometimes you can recover from that.
I mean, he might, but he's not number 1 pick status. Don't interrupt Ken again, please, okay?
And in college at UNLV, the man averaged 16 points and 8 rebounds. Then you look at this past season in the NBA, this guy averaged 4.2 points and 3 rebounds. I mean, yes, he has room to grow, but like Derek said, statistically, he was the worst number 1 overall statistic-wise. And yeah, hopefully he'll do better. But at this point in time, he's considered a bust to me. And next up, I got Rudy Gay because I think potentially he could have been. If you look at his numbers and all that, he could have been a superstar. But as of right now, to me, he's been playing like average. Like I wouldn't say he's low, but he's not high. He's like in that middle ground. Like if you look at it, he bounced around from Memphis to the Raptors let him go to the Kings now.
Yep.
So statistically wise, I was looking at his stats with the Kings. They starting to look a little better. He averaged about 20 points, see, about 3 assists and 5.5 rebounds. I mean, it's a start, but if you look at the numbers, like, that was his best season since his second season in the league when he averaged also 20 points. So, like I said, I wouldn't really consider him a bust, but I expected a lot more from Rudy Gay coming out of UConn. So, that's my fourth one, and I got one more, and that would be Eddie Curry. As you know, he came straight out of high school, Thornwood, South Holland, where my godparents live. Shout out to them.
Grandpa live out there.
Yeah, so if you look at his numbers, like I didn't even look at his numbers for college or high school, but you think if you coming straight from out of high school into the NBA, you're supposed to be like, I wouldn't say great, but somewhere near that. His best season was with the Knicks in 06-07. He averaged 19.5 points a game and 7 boards. And as his career went on, just going from New York to Dallas, to Miami, then Dallas, those numbers just got worse and worse. So that would be my list, guys. And yeah, I expected more from these players coming out of college and high school.
I guess I'll go next. So, Juwan, I really want your list to go last because I feel like you got the most surprises and interesting stuff.
Okay.
First of all, I want to give a shout out to honorable mention. I didn't get to see this dude in college, but I got to give a shout out to my boy Richard Dumas. Okay, played with the Suns in the early '90s. His best year was the year they actually went to the finals, but crack and cocaine and stuff really messed his career up. I mean, that's just the truth. Yeah. Now on to my top 5 disappointments. Number 1, as Ken has already had on his list, Michael Beasley. I thought the Bulls should have took him number 1 at the time. Ken in here making jumpers backwards with this paper over here. That's very interesting. But yeah, I thought he should have been number 1 at the time. And like Ken said, I'm happy the Bulls didn't listen to me. But now this list is about to get interesting because I got 4 dudes that are close to my heart. Number 2, Juan Dixon. Who? Juan Dixon. He played for the Maryland Terrapins. In the early 2000s, he was on that team with Steve Blake, Chris Wilcox, Lonnie Baxter. Them boys, they won the NBA. I mean, they won an NBA. They won a college title over Indiana and Jared Jeffries. And I thought he was the best player on the team. I thought this man was going to be wonderful. Got drafted by the Wizards, and it just never worked out.
Okay.
Right? Number 3, left hand stand up, AC Law. Or as some people know him as AC Law the Fourth. Now, I don't know if y'all remember AC Law. Yeah, he got drafted in that same draft with Greg Oden and them. And what number? Matter of fact, what number?
07.
Yeah, he got, what pick was it? They got to pull it up right here. He was the 11th pick in the draft, got drafted by the Atlanta Hawks. And he just did not do well in Atlanta. He ended up playing for Golden State later. But if y'all watch him at Texas A&M in college, this boy was a scorer.
Really?
Left-hand point guard that was just killing everybody in his way. His last year in college, I mean, he averaged 18 points per game and 5 assists. And Texas A&M, they were a beast that year. That was AC Law. You know, that was nice on my list. Number 4, a former Chicago Bull player, Hakeem Ward. Now, Hakeem Ward had some okay years in Memphis, double-digit points, but I thought he was going to be great. Now, this might be because at the time, you know, when he got drafted, I wasn't really looking at players like that. I was just looking at what I liked, and I thought he was going to be good. But he really was kind of too skinny to be a powerful power forward, and he was too tall to be a small forward. But at Syracuse, when he played with Carmelo and Jerry McNamara, this man was good. Then he was a first-team All-American his last year at Syracuse, got drafted by Memphis, played for the Bulls. I think he played for Milwaukee, some other teams. It just never worked out. And then number 5, shout out to the Proviso. Everybody know both Provisos. D. Brown.
Oh, I forgot it.
Wow. D. Brown. We forgot all about this.
Fighting the line now, D. Brown. And I think I still wonder what would have happened to him because he was supposed to be in that draft with Darren Williams and Luther Head, but he actually broke his foot during the training camp. So he came back to Illinois for his senior year. His senior year wasn't really all that great. He ended up playing, I think, like 2 years for the Utah Jazz behind like Darren Williams and whoever their second-string point guard was. And he didn't have, you know, too much production. So that's my top 5. That's a real list right there, boy. It's a real list, Juwan. I know you were intrigued by that list.
I was pretty impressed. Right?
And now it all goes downhill from here because it's your turn.
Okay. No. First of all, it's not any order, but I'll just say I'll just get straight to the players. We don't really care about the extra stuff. I'm pretty sure y'all don't care either. So we'll just get straight to the players.
What's the extra stuff?
We don't want to hear all about stat. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh well, they played for this team. We don't want to hear that. We're gonna get straight to the point. We're gonna get straight to the point. okay? And y'all just want to tell. I'm just tell y'all who to bust.
This
okay?
how we know your list is weird.
No,
'Cause
okay.
You want to ignore stats.
No, we just want to put them on there first
All
of all.
right, go ahead.
This is not in any order. I was with Ken, with Greg Oden. Okay, first of all, like you said, he averaged 20. That man was cold in college. Okay, first of all, and I had personally high hopes, and me myself, I was like, this man is about to get loose when he comes to the NBA. And what happened? Injuries, man, and it just hurt his whole entire career, man. Like, I feel bad for him now because, like, you can tell, like, that the NBA has had a tear on his face, like just him. And you know, he talked about it too, saying that he honestly like just was like about to give up. He didn't know what he was gonna do, man, and he was just trying to fight through it. So I feel for him, man. Greg Oden, injuries made him a bust, man. In the NBA, unfortunately. It's not another order as well. I got Darko Milicic, man.
Ooh.
And the reason why I say that, man, is because that was a bad man. First of all, he got drafted. Yes, he was. He got drafted, okay? First round, second pick, bro. And became a bust, boy. Just a complete bust, man. This man was averaging 11 for 1 year, 11. And after that, it just went down the drain, bro. Yeah, he started averaging 7, 5. It kept going down.
Where did he play at before he got to Detroit? You never saw this man play overseas, so how did you think he was going to be
He started when he was 16, first of all.
You never saw him play, though.
Yes, but they said that he was supposed to be a good prospect, though. That's why he got drafted so high.
So when he got drafted in 2003,
yes.
You sat in front of the TV and thought he's going to be
I may have not seen him, but they said he was going to be a good prospect, though.
So how can this be your list? That should be their list.
No, it's not their list. If he was a good player.
You didn't say that.
If he was a good player.
How do you know he was good? You didn't see him.
They said he was a good prospect.
So
I may not have seen him, but I thought he was going to get loose as well. But first of all,
believe what everybody
but
tells
you have to understand, I also believe in Danilo Gallinari, so you have to understand where that stems from. I believe in the overseas players, boy. They just need a chance. I believe in their game. How do you
bring him into this conversation? He is not even going.
Because I have faith in the overseas players. I'm not saying
nothing else about Darko. Forget that.
I believe in overseas players right now. Okay, and another person I got in there, I got my man Kwame Brown. Okay. First of all, he in the list because in high school he was a leading shot blocker and rebounder. So they put him so high. This man was supposed to be high prospects in the NBA. And what position did he get drafted in? Tell me, Darius.
He's number one.
Number one.
First high school player ever to go number one.
And what happened?
He's a bum.
That man started crying.
You said he was the leading shot blocker and rebounder in the country in high school?
Yes, in high school.
What competition was he playing against?
Okay, first of all,
we don't know. Number two, shout out to Wikipedia for the stats you got.
Yes.
You didn't know that.
Okay, I didn't know that either. Exactly. So you got to look up the stats as well. So you got to take that.
You didn't think he was going to be good. You didn't even know about him.
First of all, it's not about that. It's who we thought was a buzz. You didn't say if we knew about him or not.
Your disappointments, they can't be disappointed to
you if you
didn't have expectations.
Because I thought Kwame Brown was good. I thought he was going to be good. First of all, because I have faith in him in L.A.
That was after Washington.
That don't mean nothing.
So you,
I liked him. Don't get mad about the players I liked. Okay, first of all, I didn't put Michael Beasley on my list, and I like him. So first of all,
you didn't put him on your list, and you still think he gonna have a chance. Last year, you told me he gonna be 6th man of the year, and I told you he was gonna be a bum. And which one happened?
I never said 6th man of the year.
Yes, you did. Before the year started,
I said he's gonna average 18. That's what I said. That's a difference. Okay.
That's 6th man of the year if you ain't started.
No, it's not.
You're putting up 18 off the bench and they getting 6th man of the year.
Okay, I'm not saying he's gonna be 6th man. I just say he's gonna average 18.
Yeah, bro, he didn't do that either.
He didn't.
Did he
but give him another year. Give him another year.
No.
And as a matter of fact, he might not even get another year.
Exactly.
Because they made him training camp
because that's what
right
bums
now.
do. They don't get years. Next.
Okay, and I got this one too. I'm pretty sure that I'm surprised y'all got this on your list.
Oh, Lord.
2 people. You remember Adam Morrison?
Yeah,
he was
from Gonzaga.
On list,
okay, what you say? He was on your list.
He was almost on. He was like number 6. So.
Now the reason why I remember him is because I'm pretty sure y'all didn't play NCAA, right? The games.
I didn't play it, but
remember he was on the front cover.
Yeah, he was.
Of the year. And this man was projected to be so. But if you look at his stats, he averaged 20 in college.
Yeah, he was good
at Gonzaga. He was really good. But then as soon as he came to the NBA, he was like first team. He was first team NBA rookie or something like that. Yeah, his first year. And then after that, I remember they went to like the playoffs or something like that. He scored like 30 on Indiana, And then after that, he lost his starting position, and then it just went downhill. He got traded to like L.A. I think with Shannon Brown or something like that.
Yeah.
And like after that, his stats just started going down. Like I'm just going off just off thought, because I remember him, like I thought he was gonna be a good player, bro. Like hands down.
I can respect that one because I can remember him in college, and I'm sure you saw him.
Right.
He didn't play in the playoffs with Charlotte, but yeah, I can.
But think about what happened to him, bro. He was supposed to be so good, right?
He averaged 11 his first year, and next year it was 4.
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
He lost his starting position, bro. They said the coaches didn't believe in him, bro. It sounded like Jeremy Lin, boy. But anyway, and I'm surprised after next year he might be on this list if we do this again, boy.
Jeremy Lin.
Yes,
but
boy.
nobody thought he was gonna be good coming out of college.
But I thought after that little Linsanity thing that he was gonna
That's
be good.
in the NBA. That's not college. Okay.
True, but
Do you
it's
have
still
another-
Linsanity.
You said 2 more people.
I got
felt
one
like
more.
You had 6 dudes on
No,
your list.
I
Okay.
have one
You
more
had
right
6
here.
people on your
This is my
list.
last one. I know y'all remember Darius Miles, bro.
Man from East St. Louis.
That man from East St. Louis, boy.
Dude. All right.
Yes, I know. Yes, I got this one. I know you. Would. This man was in all type of magazines. This man was supposed to be like LeBron James before he was LeBron James, man. Hey, nah, this one hurt my soul, boy. Cause I was good with the brothers with the braids back in the day, boy. Cause I couldn't get braids, so I felt like we already had a connection, bro. First of all, this man, high school, bruh, high school. He was putting up numbers, bruh. First of all. And he was supposed to be like one of the highest prospects to come out of high school. This man had movies.
Yeah, he did.
Movies. This man was on Dime Magazine, bro. Like, this man was on magazine before he even played in the NBA. And he became a bust,
Yeah,
boy.
he did.
First year. No, his first year, he
He's
did
alright.
good, though.
He's alright with the Clippers, Portland. After that, it's just he's with them Jailblazers.
After that,
Yeah.
it just went down here. He started getting arrested for gun charge, having loaded guns. He couldn't get along with the coach. He couldn't work in the coach's system. Like, this man his career just started going downhill, man. And it's sad to look
put
at.
a bad
He had that
environment.
knee injury as well, though. Remember that? And they said that was like it could end his career, but he still played after. And remember, he psyched Portland out.
Yep. Because you got with Memphis, and they made Portland pay all that money.
Yep.
And he only played like 30.
And they tried to and Portland tried to sue him or something like that
Yeah.
to get the money back because he was a bust.
Now I could say you didn't see Darius Miles play in high school, so he shouldn't be on your list.
Yeah,
but
we
we respect this.
Yes,
one.
but I
We
had to.
respect
Yes,
this.
okay.
Yeah,
First of all, we
this
can
very
respect that
much.
one
We
right there.
respect
That's
that.
that's
I
sad.
like that being on your list. I respect
That's
that.
sad right there.
That is kinda
So
sad.
that's my top
And
5.
he got my first name
And-
and do nothing with it.
Can we also put Tracy McGrady on there as well as number 6?
All right, that's our top
And
5.
then can we put Brandon Roy as number
That's
7?
our top 5 for today. Joanne is gonna start naming players who are not.
But number 8 is
disappointed
Raymond
until they play
Felton.
Okay, if you thought he was gonna be good out of North Carolina, how about number 9 is Sean May? Okay, number 10 Rashard McCants. So now we had to. Oh, number 11 Marvin Williams. Okay, so that will be our top 5 for today.